Good morning, and welcome to Being Deeply. My name's Void, and as always, I'll be your host. Today, I would like to talk to you about how to live your best lives. And the way to do this is through embracing death. Now, hold on. Don't click away just yet. I know that death is a taboo subject. And I know a lot of people don't want to think about it. However, by the end of this video, I'm going to turn this around and make it a positive thing, make it an inspiration for your lives. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the reality of death and make it more solidified in our awareness so we can benefit from it. As well as I'm going to talk about our perception of time throughout our lives and how it changes. And then of course, I'm going to use death as an inspiration to live our best lives. So, death is the only thing that's certain about our lives. So, it's important to accept that reality. Because to deny this fact is to deny the fundamental truth about life. It is an unhealthy way to live, in constant denial, pretending, and ignorance of a fundamental truth. It prevents us from getting as much appreciation from life as we can. So every day that we live brings us and everyone we know closer to death. And every moment we live is a moment that has passed away. However, this doesn't have to be seen as a negative thing. So now I'd like to talk to you about the perception of time in our lives. The way I'm going to help you understand this is I want you to think back to when you were just one, or just pretend you were just one right now, because many of us don't remember that. When you were 1 year was your perception of your entire life. Everything that happened in that year seemed more significant and longer. All of your memories were more vivid, making the year seem like a more substantial period of time. But when you were 2, all of a suddenly your perception of life got cut in half, or the perception of a year got cut in half. All of a sudden a year seems to have been half as long. And this applies when you're older age as well. When you're 20, each year is 1/20th of your life, but when you're 30, each year is now 1/30th of your life. It's going to seem 30% shorter. And you're not also going to be able to remember as much in these years. So every year lived, the next one's going to seem shorter for the rest of your days. Now, sorry about all the doom and gloom, and if you're able to make it through with me this far, I'm going to try and turn this around for you. Once you accept the reality of death, you begin to gain a new appreciation for life. And you can start to change your life. You can now decide to live life differently, or to feel differently about life. You can think differently about life, which will change the outcome of the rest of your life. Thinking differently about it changes your perception about it, which changes how you experience it. Now, right now, I'm about a third of the way through my life. And I've lived what most people would call the best years of my life. However, it doesn't have to be the best years of my life. Now knowing and accepting death and having a new appreciation for life can brighten up the next years of my life. It can make them more significant, and it can make me appreciate them more. And same for anybody at any age. Even if you're in your older age and you embrace that your time is getting shorter on this planet, you can have a renewed yearning for life. And you can begin to feel a deeper joy inside. You can begin to feel a love inside. The ever-present, natural, loving state that is who you are. When you were first born, you came into this world the majority of the time feeling joy and bliss and an inner feeling of love. And unfortunately, throughout our lives, this feeling has withered away through learning fear and anger and through being distracted from this natural state. But we can re-embrace this feeling and have some of the most deep-seated joy we've ever felt before. So, as soon as you're born, you start dying. So knowing this, you might as well enjoy your life. Make every moment as big and beautiful as you can. And to ignore death is to ignore the gift of life. But to embrace death is to embrace life. No matter where you are in life right now, to truly accept and embrace death can brighten your life. Whether your life isn't where you want it to be, is feeling stagnant, or even if you're depressed, you can gain a new appreciation for life and take life by the reins and make it something beautiful. With this new awareness, you can have a new level of control over your life, to change it for the better, to decide that life is a beautiful thing in itself is going to change the way you experience the rest of your life. Even if negative things happen, you'll perceive them to be much smaller, or you might not even perceive them at all. And the beautiful things that you might have ignored are going to become so much more beautiful. So, as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. I love you all, and namaste.